А, хочешь мем? У меня не везде есть крит рейт, но у меня везде есть крит дэмэдж. Точнее, наоборот, у меня не везде есть крит дэмэдж, у меня везде есть крит рейт, как у тебя. Хорошо. Хорошо. А если ты фиксик? Что, стрим начался. Всем привет, добро, дорогие друзья. Эй, ну ты. На голову. Ну, разумеется. То Дима. Я еще что-то Дима забыл. Как ты сюда тут был? Как ты сюда попал? Что-то я забыл. А, я ж тебя сюда приглашал, точно. Ой, иди тику-тику. Ну все, ты оглох. Завтра пойдешь, будешь говорить, не буду писать диплом, потому что у меня ухо сдохло одно.
Инвалид. Блять, ты дай. Понятно. Вот вам. Предсмертный чих. Сука. Спасибо. Блять, я выключил кадетство? Нет, подожди. Почему я его, блять, не выключил? В натуре, нахуй. Долбоёб.
О, все, давай.
Подожди. Мы ждем коды.
Где моя зарплата?
Я вот не пойму. Серьезно, он только на 0,24%, блядь, не продвинул загрузку. Я ебал.
А ты хочешь... Прости. Ты не мой братик.
Чё?
Всем, кто поставит лайк на этот стрим, стример купит луну. Ты работаешь, у тебя есть столько денег.
300 рублей жалко.
На стриме или сколько человек? 20 их там сейчас?
66. Я смотрю, нахуй.
36? Ну, 36 умножить на 500, что так много, что?
Да. Всего лишь-то каких-то там 18 тысяч.
По говну. Бачок потек.
Понятно.
У него ухо заряжено, пацан.
Пацану,
Он готов сделать
ко
разрядку.
мне заряжен, погнали. Сейчас, блядь, по собаку ёбну.
А там собака, да, все.
Я говорю, я сейчас ёбну, блядь.
В жестоких попытках не сожрать деда.
Вот ты, блядь, зашел нахуй. Ебаный рот.
Будешь конфетку? Не. Будешь.
Ау, блядь. Если я... Чё, блядь, я пропустил?
Нахуй, Сандей, нам там дают девочку, которая пузика голенькая. Ты прикинь, какой кайф. Нахуй тебе этот мужик сдался? Скажи мне, пожалуйста.
Берем сцену и не обсуждаем, нахуй. Молодец. Мне тебя жалко.
Он гавкал. Ну что тебя нет? Ну ты ушла, оставив все открытым, конечно.
Я закрыла, ты что не надо? Я и ту дверь закрыла, и эту закрыла.
Да.
Все двери ты закрыла.
Жопе. Могу сломать тебе ухо.
Чем вы это говно сделали? Вот дебил.
Ну так помощь.
Не для тебя. Заглухо. Иди к врачу. У нас вроде без толку.
Мало ли, много ли, времени ли прошло. Репортами. Не будешь сниматься в фильме «Чужой». Вот и какие мы культурные.
Ого.
Вот.
Нахуй, да?
А вот так же мы будем говорить наше чудо божественной географии. Ой,
Эй, слышь, иди сюда. Там, блядь, 10 минут. Ёкарный ты бабай.
ёкарный ты лимон. Ты ж там демку пробил.
Ты выбирай там слова, Кирилл.
Ой, да иди.
Да я уже понял.
Какой же ты тупой. Иди ты. О. А. Совокупе.
А эти трое сидят чилят, блядь. Одна вообще-то, блядь, сука.
Ай, кто хочет, чтобы стример поиграл в Возенька Вейв, ставьте лайки. А ты в это играл?
Ты в это играл. Было и он такой, было дело.
Я же даже, я же смотрел вопрос, тебе задавал, что за хрень. От тебя? От Миши? Да. Точно, было такое.
Мгм. Ура.
Делики Уви это отдельное издевательство над людьми.
Что там?
А ты что?
Что тебя напрягает в Дейли какого?
Ну, типа, тебе
Всё,
нельзя
опять
зайти, просто потратить смолу, выполнить делики. Тебе надо убивать монстриков, делитника, сготовить что-то, скрафтить
блядь.
что-то. На это все надо ресурсы, которых
Тебе нужно потратить смолу и поймать 3 мобов. Все.
не, нихуя это не так работает.
Ну, я таким образом закрываю дейлики. А, ну ладно, еще квест нужно ежедневный выполнить.
Ну, квест, смола, и мне еще надо 3 действия совершить.
Подойти к
Они-
первой пачке мобов. Вау.
Одобряю.
Кирилл, когда пойдем бегать от клоунов?
Каких клоунов? Че
Клоунов. Да там уже на следующий день бывает какие клоуны.
Да, там вышел новый ДБД Escape the Clowns. Беги от клоунов.
А, что?
Когда пойдем от клоунов убегать?
Я думал, ты проверяйся.
Да, блядь, Verizon мы уже не пойдем, там вайп.
Да.
Сегодня, ну, типа,
Да, я
завтра.
на свой сервак пойду.
Я предлагаю завтра начать,
Ой. Не очко
чтобы
сгорит.
со всеми быть.
Да, наш сервак
Как раз с
будет с
игроками
нормальным
практически.
балансом, без починки. И когда тебе не будут домогать мобы и тонны игроков. Ну, хотя тонна игроков. Хотя мы ж по двое будем. Не так уж и много игроков будет.
Хотя. Слишком много хотя.
Да. В смысле, да. А, Вань, посмотри на эту чудо-пачку. Ну, типа, кто посмотрит, он просто, ну, он ляжет.
А, ты про персонажей?
Да. Вань, посмотри на это говно.
Я нихуя не
Пачка называется «Бессмертная ровер».
Ну, очень интересно.
Там проблема в том, что если ульта добивает кого-то, ты не видишь урон с ним. Это мегаград. Закладывать бомбу.
Время заложить.
Бомба.
Бомба, имплант.
Бомба. Причем у меня везде пройдено. Эти испытания с мечами все. Сколько их всего в этих испытаниях с мечами? Я не помню. Вот есть птица. Да. Вот есть здесь кто? Мака. А, не, есть какой-то. Что это такое? Марчок какой-то. Есть макака. И реально только двое, что ли? Вы что, издеваетесь? А, слышь, Ваня, а ты прошел вот эту птицу?
Я немножко занят.
Понял.
Я поставлю.
Я вежливо Валя. Задонать стримеру получить копеечку. Да я ору от игры. Меня кто-то везучим назовет, я того... Я того шуньк сделаю.
Щень.
Да, от того уже жизнь сносил. Достаточно уже. А у нас есть персонажи, которые от ХП скелятся? Вот что-то не помню.
Козел.
Перекрафтили, увидели, что вам ничего не выпадет, собственно, свободны. Сэр. Районный прокурор. Дед Профет, куда? В дотку на стримчик.
А, ваншот нахуй, понял. Бля, я его почти отпиздил. Сколько это будет трансляция этого говна? Да.
Тебе это так важно?
Ну да, я хочу в хант пойти. А пока он не досмотрит эту обоссанную трансляцию, он играть не будет. Да, обоссанные трансляции, они обычно очень классные, как бы. Там так много интересного рассказывают. И примагемы дают.
Теория 300 штук. Ты о чем? Я пошел. В ожидании чуда. А, они уже начали.
Пошли в генералов. У Квантова аж стрельнуло, давай. Тебя тоже стрельнет, обещаю. Ну ты шей, честно. Много.
Ты ну им.
Ты думаешь. Так, Игорь, на тебе 4-я практика сегодня до вечера, чтобы я успел ее переписать. У нас есть 1-3 практическая по макроэкономике, нам надо их делать 4. Я тебе первую кидал, вот тебе 2-я, 3-я, 4-ю, 3-ю я еще сейчас буду доделывать, 4-ю ты делаешь сам. Сегодня, чтобы я это еще успел переписать не в 2 ночи. Понял? Так что сейчас стрим кончается, ты делаешь, либо идешь в хам, потом делаешь.
Делай.
Так что давай, время работать. 2 месяца последних надо поднапрячься.
Работать.
В другом плане. Хайгель. Без негатива, но у тебя сдохло. А, еще и что с тобой сделали? Здравствуй, небо в облаках. А.
Здравствуй, небо в облаках. Здравствуй,
Здравствуй,
на
небо в облаках.
сапогах.
Здравствуй, фистинг в сапогах.
Пропади моя тоска. Здравствуй, я
Здравствуй,
привет.
я привет войскам. Доска. Бушу провожаешь, да? Ну хз, что-то Джан Шин, как ее?
Дянсин, мужик.
Дянсин, наверное, да?
Дянсин.
Дянсин?
Да.
Дянсин. Да, инь-янь, короче. Так урона такое себя по хилу
Ирина.
Ирина. У меня эти хиллер-щитовик в отряде и хиллер-бафер, эти главный герой ДД. Раньше тут стояла вот это.
Началось, да?
All eyes are on the Pentagon repechage, which is
Yeah.
now in its 4th round. Waves of remaining competitors are still vying for their shot at victory. Leaving aside Duke Inferno's fiery demise, the family would like to reassure everyone that no contestants have come to harm. That's still the case, right?
Ебать.
With the crisis dispelled, only flowers, glory, and rapturous applause await.
Давай, сейчас, давай, Ваня заходит на стрим, и мне все падает. Давай.
Miss Acheron,
Ваншот.
didn't we all agree to the swimsuit dress code? That's not a swimsuit.
Нет, не работает.
Is that what we agreed?
Эквип.
But you... Meh.
Albert,
Готово.
can I borrow you?
Теперь кубок
Ah,
на
Madam Jade. So, what brings you here?
The corporation
Почему
is
у
planning
только
to
2
increase the
кубка есть на
special
этой-
program
это
budget.
несправедливо.
Here, it's all in the agreement.
Вот это ящер,
Thank
это
you, Miss
единичка.
Jade. And thank you, RPC. Where do I sign?
Чурян какой.
Pleasure doing
Чурян.
business.
Интересно, тройка это чи
Miss
единица?
Firefly, hey, can you do the
Вот этот вот
transformation
ящик, это какая-то
thingy?
из ящериц, но есть
You know what
ящерица
I'm
маленькая,
talking
большая.
about? Now's the perfect time.
Okay,
Или два.
it's just
Сейчас будет.
there's a lot of
Там
people
ящерица,
around.
трёшка.
No
В электре, в
problem.
электрике.
If
А,
anything
не,
goes
в электрике
wrong,
забей.
just blame your good buddy Albert.
Ящерица
In
и-
that case, check out the newest upgrade.
А мне еще кольчара
I
собирать.
shall set the seas ablaze.
Ну, нормально.
Нормально, да?
Ты с неё чару оденешь, а
To me,
ей
hiding is
no,
much
ладно.
easier than being honest. Yet,
Стоп,
I still want to
нормально.
try expressing my emotions as any ordinary person would.
Проблема.
Forgotten someone, my gray-haired friend? I put a bomb on this ship. You have 10 minutes to find it.
Есть шизофрения. А, ну, а это реально, они не сработают, типа, поставить два электрика. Нет, в игры просто на Донбасс ставить.
Always remember, don't leave with any regrets.
Два человека
So now, do you understand what you must give up, Miss Sam? Even from here point, as distant as it may be, I'm more than capable of keeping you on a tight leash. There's no backing out now. For me, or for you. My script isn't over yet. It's been a while, little Yelena.
I propose a toast
Since you care so much, speed up the countdown.
to the future of Penacony and the universe.
Ты на 20 уровней выше полез.
Че вообще
Can I
происходит?
interpret this as the next phase of the
Announce clear
simulated universe?
Correction. It's a new subject matter that Dr. Ratio and I have personally agreed on.
Прощай, Пенакония. Хорошее название для патча.
Ну так мы уезжаем.
Мне нужен код.
Нам нужен код.
Ай.
Woo! And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good
Тебе перевод сам
your
давай, ты знаешь
friendliest
английский.
feathered announcer.
Тебе ж, по-моему,
Welcome.
пятерка.
And I have
Договорились.
personally agreed on.
And whether or not your world
Чи или
has
нет.
a day-night cycle.
Доброе
Good
утро,
morning, good
добрый день и
afternoon,
добрый вечер.
good evening.
Я
I'm
Альберт,
Albert,
ваш
your
самый
friendliest
дружелюбный
feathered
пернатый
announcer.
диктор. Добро пожаловать в
To
версию
version 2.3 Farewell Penacony's special program. For today's program, we have with us a Galaxy Ranger as well.
Здесь еще не перевода.
А есть ли в вашем мире цикл смены дня и ночи или нет? Доброе утро, добрый день и добрый вечер. Я Альберт, ваш самый дружелюбный пернатый диктор. Добро пожаловать в версию 2 и 3 пункта. Специальная программа «Прощай, Пикони». В сегодняшней программе у нас есть галактический рейнджер, а также звездный охотник. Не говоря уже о директоре департамента стратегических инвестиций ПК мадам Джейд. Это я.
Спасибо вам за приглашение. Мне очень приятно присутствовать здесь на презентации версии 2 и 3. Специальная программа. Ты можешь называть меня Шерон. Так что же это за новейшее обновление, о котором вы все говорили?
Я только что всем показала. Привет, первопроходцы. Здесь светлячок.
Добро пожаловать. Добро пожаловать. А теперь, прежде чем мы пойдем дальше.
Типа окей.
Мы договорились об ичьей вечеринке. Как получилось, что я единственный, кто появился в купальнике?
Мы подумали, что вы шутите. В конце концов, у этого шоу никогда ранее не было такого уровня финансирования для вечеринок у бассейна.
Не волнуйся, Альберт. Инвестиции мадам Джейд уже в пути. В следующий раз обязательно.
В любом случае, оглянитесь вокруг, ребята. Мы обращаемся к вам в прямом эфире с небес над Пеннакони. Не на ком ином, как на дирижабле из сияющего полевого шпата.
Довольно роскошная обстановка. По какому случаю это происходит?
О, в этом не было необходимости, мисс Шерон. Я просто хотел познакомить всех с историей Бена. Я перехожу к вам, мадам.
Эмбер, давным-давно. Оде Люцерна, глава семьи Люцерна, вложил крупную сумму в строительство дирижабля «Сияющий полевой шпат».
One could simply relax at the poolside with a few glasses of Soul Glad. This grand airship has sailed above Pennacony's Sea of Dreams for an entire Amber era, suspending
as witnesses to important family discussions.
But if the factors that disrupted the dreamscape have been resolved, what other assistance is required?
The order stepped all over the Harmony Surf. You can't deal with stuff like that out in the open! The family came up with an idea. Fix the Radiant Feldspar as the Charmony Festival's location while simultaneously announcing the reopening of the airship.
A pity none of this razzle-dazzle can fool the IPC. During the Grand Theater final battle, Aventurine may have been digging up dirt on the family in Dreamflux Reef. I'll need to take care of a few things during my visit to Pennacony.
Huh? Is the IPC about to make a claim on Pennacony?
Never say never with the gosh dang IPC. All for the Amber Lord, baby!
Reading between the lines, it seems like these discussions concern the future of Pennacony.
They do. But a quick refresher. Anyone remember a certain masked fool issuing mutually assured destruction buttons to the residents of Pennacony?
I remember. Sparkle sent out gifts in each one of the past 3 versions. Surely she...
Would pushing the button really cause Pennacony to explode?
I have my doubts. Only one way to find out.
Whoa! Everyone take a deep breath, okay? You guys have been spending too much time with a certain blonde-haired director. I'm not putting the bill if you blow up the Radiant Feldspar!
За вебки не видно, Игорь.
Let's leave these mysteries for the travelers to explore again. Huh? It's time we got back to the Charming Festival, baby. Who might the honored guest be, I hear you ask?
Just when they're about to get interesting, Albert hands things over to the Trailblazers again.
Family business is family business, and we've got a show to do, even if the next young lady needs no introduction.
Я же не сказал, что я прям участвую.
Светлячок?
И нам нужна демка.
Firefly is a member of the Stellaron Hunters and hails from Glamoth, a world that was destroyed long ago.
Glamoth? The same Glamoth from the Firmament Frontline Glamoth relic set? I remember the planar ornament description had a story about Glamoth's Iron Cavalry Regiment.
Yes, Glamoth was once a rich and powerful empire with a vast territory. After the swarm invaded, everything was destroyed.
Resisting the swarm called for the creation of Glamoth's Iron Cavalry. They were genetically modified soldiers, weapons that existed only to wage war.
They piloted mechs to contain the swarm. I met many of those heroes, and bade farewell to many.
What stood out to me is that Sam's full name is
Почему всегда
actually
все просто? Потому что
Firefly
светлячок
Type
дает
4
светлый, не
Strategic
фильтровый.
Assault Mech, meaning that out there, between the distant celestial bodies, there could be other Sams.
Ooh, imagine that! Good thinking, Madam Jade. Perhaps the answer to that question lies in Firefly's myriad Celestia and animated short.
Count me in.
I was wondering, is it really you talking when Sam says something, Firefly?
I actually spend a lot of time practicing my Sam lines.
Let me guess. Silverwolf came up with the lines, Blade came up with the movements, and Kafka put them together.
Huh? That sounds a little too professional for us.
Yeah, well, speaking of professional, I think it's time we took a look at what this young lady can do in her combat mech.
I'm a fire-type character, following the path of destruction. When using my technique during exploration, I summon my Sam armor. Sam can leap into the air. After landing, Sam attacks all enemies within a set range.
Quite the heroic entry.
After using technique to enter battle, for every wave of enemies, weaknesses can be inflicted on units without fire weakness, which lasts for a set number of turns.
In battle, Sam has two forms. In the initial form, using skill consumes HP, while simultaneously regenerating ultimate energy. The lower the HP, the less damage sustained. Are all Stellaron hunters this careless with their lives? When using ultimate, Sam enters the second battle form, the dazzling complete combustion state. In addition to more powerful basic attacks and skills, speed is also increased. When using enhanced abilities, Sam's weakness break efficiency and weakness break damage sustained by enemies both increase. Sam restores HP with each attack. So, the complete combustion state allows us to get a glimpse of Firefly's view from the mech. That's a determined gaze if I ever saw one. Enough to set the seas ablaze, I'll wager.
That's so awesome! I want to set the seas ablaze.
Thanks! The complete combustion state's enhanced skill not only allows for increased toughness reduction, it can also inflict fire weakness on target enemies. The flames that Sam emits when breaking the enemy's weakness are quite spectacular. And is that a countdown icon on the action bar? That's right! When the countdown is up, Sam will exit the complete combustion state. It seems like the effects of Firefly's abilities all relate to weakness break. I suppose it would make most sense for Firefly to team up with allies who have weakness break efficiency buffs, or even super break. That's right. For example, the Harmony Trailblazer.
Oh.
Кирилл.
What a wonderful coincidence! In version 2.2, the Trailblazer inherited the Watchmaker's legacy and embarked on the brand new Path of Harmony. The spirit of trailblazing, traversing unprecedented distances to go where none have gone before. But that's what it's all about. Bringing the will of the Trailblaze to more and more people. And on that note, I've got some good news for y'all. After activating the Harmony Trailblazer following the version 2.3 update, Trailblazers can obtain a Shadow of Harmony through the When Charmony Rings Out event screen, thereby upgrading the Trailblazer's Eidolon level.
And if I haven't had time to experience Penacony yet?
Don't worry. After locking the path of preservation, Trailblazers yet to complete the version 2.2 Trailblaze mission can activate the Path of Harmony early through the When Charmony Rings Out event screen.
Whoa! I hope the will of the Trailblaze reaches everyone on this journey.
Well said. Now, without further ado, it's time we got to know a certain highly respected IPC director a little better. Enter Madam J. Jade is a director of the IPC's Strategic Investment Department and a member of the 10 Stone Arts. She is as beautiful as she is elegant, and the upcoming Radiant Feldspar discussions are an opportunity for her to showcase her true skills.
In contrast with Topaz's negotiation abilities and Aventurine's daredevil spirit, I prefer to operate behind the scenes, using emergency measures to reap a full harvest when the opportunity arises.
It feels like making a deal with Jade is a risky proposition. If you ever let your guard down even a little bit, you'll never escape her trap no matter how hard you struggle.
I think the term you're looking for is femme fatale. I like the sound of that.
Игорь, будешь скрутить отлично?
Mm-hmm. And Jade also has a hobby by the name of Bana Jade Exchange. A pawn shop,
Опять неверно, опять был светлячка, не буду
though it kind of sounds like a fine dining experience with you on the menu.
One swish of the contract and
Но
the
играешь ты в
customer's
основном за
8
Сэма.
billion
Так
credits
что
out
я
of
бы сказал, всегда
pocket.
ты за Сэма играешь.
Watch your
В
step,
принципе, тебе
Trailblazers.
нормально, а мне вот хрен.
Jade's goal always aligns with her own interests. She plays the long game, whetting her customer's appetite while extracting a suitable price.
Интересно, успею
She
выключить?
first draws her customers into a vortex of desire, then bounces where they're most valuable, leaving nothing but an empty shell of despair. Why is everyone staring at me?
Albert? Didn't you just sign an agreement with Jade over the special program budget?
Wait, what? Hold on a second. Oh.
So what exactly happens to people who sign agreements with Jade?
Patience, patience. Why don't we let the combat do the talking? As a quantum-type character following the path of erudition, my basic attack deals blast damage to a single enemy and adjacent targets.
A blast damage dealing basic attack?
Exactly that.
Yeah.
My skill, on the other hand, allows me to sign an agreement with a single ally, thereby granting them enhancement and speed boost buffs. When the signee attacks the enemy, they can deal additional damage, but at the expense of consuming their own HP.
Enhancement in exchange for HP. Is that what people mean by bestowing poison in the guise of sweet dew?
Now, of course, if I choose myself as the signee, the speed boost and HP consumption effects do not apply. When I or a signee launch an attack, it accumulates charges for me. When charges are full, a follow-up attack is launched.
The IPCs sure enjoy a follow-up attack.
Department has its own modus operandi.
My ultimate, on the other hand, allows me to mete out punishment in accordance with the agreement. In addition to dealing damage to all enemies, my follow-up attack is enhanced.
If there's a place that's closest to a dream, then are the punished destined for the place that's furthest from it? Like an abyss?
You don't think those places might be one and the same? When using my technique during exploration, Enemies within a set range enter the blind fealty state and will refrain from attacking me. After attacking an enemy inflicted with blind fealty, other enemies in the state will enter the battle, with all enemies sustaining damage.
Just a single sheet of paper. Signing away control of your life to others is all too easy.
Poor Owlbert. He might be doing Jade and the IPC's bidding for a few decades more than anticipated.
Wakey, wakey. I don't take kindly to procrastination during working hours.
How are you feeling, Albert? You won't be retiring anytime soon. But then, neither will your program.
Silver linings! Why do I still feel like I'm working for nothing?
I wouldn't trouble yourself with that question. Why don't we talk about the version 2.3 banner instead?
Ooh, great idea! In version 2.3's first half will prevent, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Firefly, as well as the limited 5-star character Ron May. In addition, the drop rates for the limited 5-star light cone, Whereabouts Your Dreams Rest, as well as the limited light cone Past Self and Mirror, will be boosted.
Miss Firefly. She must yearn for the world beyond the cold confines of her surroundings.
Faint lights flickering in the midst of a dark forest.
Meanwhile, in 2.3's second half will prevent, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Jade, and our resident Night of Beauty, Argenti, will also be joining the lineup. In addition, the drop rates for the limited 5-star light cone, Yet Hope is Priceless, as well as the light cone, An Instant Before Gaze, will be boosted.
So, even the fiercest of executives has a gentle side.
Who isn't moved by the laughter of children? My heart isn't actually made of stone, you know.
And finally, the brand new 4-star light cone After the Charmony Fall will also be joining the warp.
I wonder where Mr. Sunday is right now.
I think we all need a glass of Soul Glad. But don't go anywhere, Trailblazers. After the break, we'll be talking 2.3 events.
Блять, ну это говно. Нормальный такой скам.
Welcome back, dear viewers. Let's tuck right into version 2.3's brand new events. First up, a significant update to the simulated universe.
So exciting! Did Mr. Screwlum and Dr. Ratio devise a new project?
You guessed it. Led by Mr. Screwlum, Divergent Universe, the human comedy, is a brand new project path.
Up until now, the aim of the simulated universe has been to research the stories of the eons. I'm assuming that the human comedy has more of a human focus?
Bingo! That's the main research thrust of this phase of the simulated universe.
Looks like this project will be conducted on the Radiant Feldspar.
Minga number 2, let me tell you a little more about it. First up, a groundbreaking update to the Divergent Universe, the arithmetic mapping function. In the Divergent Universe, Trailblazers can switch between characters they already possess.
Huh. So they can create their own lineups?
Precisely! When testing the Divergent Universe, Trailblazers will no longer be limited by character downloads. When character level is lower than the current equilibrium level cap, it will automatically increase to meet the cap!
Meaning, if one of my characters is level 1, but I use them in the Divergent Universe, it increases to a set level?
You got it!
So handy! But what if a character has the level but no suitable relics or light cones?
Worry not. In that situation, temporary light cones and relics at the current equilibrium level cap will be automatically assigned.
I like when things are automatic.
Ain't it great? Now we mustn't overlook Dr. Ratio's new brainwave equation, a buff combination of two different paths. Before the start of every test, Trailblazers have the opportunity to select a random equation. And for the equation to take effect, you'll need different amounts of path blessings. Once the required amount has been achieved, the equation will activate, and the team can obtain the corresponding combat abilities. Equation has a max of 3 stars.
I see.
Вау.
So, the higher an equation's star level, the more blessings are needed to activate it?
You nailed it! And to speed things up, the geniuses have kindly marked the required path blessings for each equation in Trailblazers' possession. Knowing which blessings can activate an equation is easy as pie.
That's so considerate. If you're ever struggling to choose, just follow the mark.
Adapting your choices to suit your equation allows you to cater the effects to your current team.
It works both ways. You could adjust your team's
меня
composition to
отключается
better suit your
провод
current
от
equation.
роутера. Провод
Wanna
тянется
see
через весь
Trailblazers?
дом.
Mix it and match it.
Что мне делать?
So,
Я не
if
знаю, что
I
мне делать.
accidentally chose an unsuitable blessing, or if I want to switch my current equation, can I make a change?
Of course! By visiting the Workbench of Creation, Trailblazers can overwrite their existing equation and switch it out for another. Unwanted blessings can also be switched out for other blessings, or even enhanced.
Huh? Has the curio store added more purchasable items?
Oh, am I hallucinating? Did Madame Herta really lower the prices?
Ой, это, кстати,
The
очень
curio
удобно.
system has been upgraded. In addition to normal curios, Trailblazers can also choose from weighted curios. These curios are more suited to characters of specific paths or types, and really elevate the combat experience. Keep your eyes peeled, Trailblazers. Separately, we should also take a look at the wealth and escapade domains of the Divergent Universe. Trailblazers can win different prizes in these domains by spending cosmic fragments. But beware, in the event of a program error, your cosmic fragments could be wasted, or even land you with negative curios.
Sometimes the same starting point can lead to very different outcomes. Luck is an important component.
It sure is. Now, allow me to introduce an impressive optimization that left a big impression on your buddy Albert. When suffering defeat in the simulated universe, Trailblazers no longer need to force stop the game. Divergent Universe Combat now allows for Restart Challenge, and Trailblazers can select a new lineup.
I've always wanted that function.
After completing each test in the Divergent Universe, Trailblazers can acquire synchronicity points and inspiration, allowing them to activate the buff nodes and inspiration circuits. Testing the simulated universe just got a little bit easier.
Thanks for all the info, Albert. It's just... Didn't you forget something important? What about the planar ornaments?
I thought you'd never ask. The planar ornament extraction function has arrived.
О, ура!
Every time
Вместе с
Trailblazers
слишком
clear the Divergent Universe, they can choose to save a record of that challenge and archive the data of the equation,
Ну, вряд ли
blessings,
я
and
успею.
curios in question. Choose the planar ornament you want, use the archive, inherit the data and
Думаешь, я
buffs
буду
from the
сейчас без
archive,
подходить?
challenge the boss enemy, and obtain immersion rewards.
Huh? You mean you can skip ahead? You just need to defeat the boss to get quick access to the planar ornaments?
Are we sure this isn't some cracked version of the simulated universe that Silverwolf put out there?
Shh, keep it down! The last person to doubt the Genie Society lost 76 accounts!
A brand new simulated universe. Sounds worth a try.
Amen to that! Now, in version 2.3, the Divergent Universe will be adding 2 new planar ornaments, Duran, Dynasty of Running Wolves, and Forge of the Kalpagni Lantern. Make sure to use the new planar ornament extraction function to get a hold of them.
After experiencing ordinary extrapolation, the Divergent Universe will have a weekly cyclical extrapolation objective. By completing this weekly challenge, Trailblazers can obtain a first-time completion reward, as well as additional synchronicity points.
Not to mention, in order to celebrate the arrival of the Divergent Universe, Madam Herta has added the 5-star erudition light cone Eternal Calculus to the store. Trailblazers who wish to redeem it better start reserving some Herta bonds.
It sounds like the level of freedom in the Divergent Universe is really high. Faster access to planar ornaments, full choice of characters. Those are some big gameplay improvements.
Big improvements indeed. In the vastness of the universe, the eons are beyond our reach. Humanity must learn to rise from its falls and strike its own path.
When gazing up at the stars, it's important to keep your feet planted firmly on the ground. The stories in Divergent Universe, the human comedy, may seem small, but that does not make them insignificant. Trailblazers, get exploring.
I can't wait to experience those stories! It's a chance for us to find out more about ourselves.
I look forward to the memories.
Any room for a non-human companion? Aside from all of this, in Penacony's Dreamscape sales store, a deal has been struck with a member of the mysterious Creed Exequy. They wish to seek traces of the Shapeless Prince in the experiences of your deadly struggles. Unlock the brand new permanent challenge mode, Apocalyptic Shadow, in Dreamflux Reef, and experience those past dreamscapes.
Creed Exequy. Is this the first appearance of this faction of the finality?
Not necessarily.
A new permanent challenge mode? So what's different?
In Apocalyptic Shadow, Trailblazers will challenge boss enemies that they have encountered in their journey. Every phase has 2 enemies, which are split into 4 levels of challenge difficulty. The enemies in Apocalyptic Shadow are a little different to regular boss enemies. In preparation for the fight, Trailblazers can read the enemy's traits at the start of the battle.
As with other permanent game modes, during the challenge, there are buff effects for Trailblazers to choose from for every boss. Make sure you maximize the advantages of your lineup. Defeating enemies through team adjustments, or by exploring different battle strategies, makes for a richer combat experience. Trailblazers can record a maximum of 3 floors of 3-star quick clearances.
That's right! And after the first-time clearance of Apocalyptic Shadow's set difficulty, Trailblazers can obtain the 4-star character Shui Yi, as well as 300 stellar jades and self-modeling resin.
Nice!
We're just getting warmed up. Let's take a look at the permanent game mode rotating schedule. The first phase of the Apocalyptic Shadow Challenge will launch on the day of the version 2.3 update and last for 6 weeks. Every version will rotationally update according to the following sequence: Apocalyptic Shadow, Pure Fiction, Forgotten Hall, just as before. On every other Monday, the permanent challenge stage is replaced.
Related system functions have also been optimized. When entering the 3 permanent game mode screens from the Interastral Peace Handbook, aside from being able to see the challenge lineups of their friends, Trailblazers can also easily check the star level progress of their current challenge. On the permanent game mode preparation screen, Trailblazers can use preset lineups to create their team, and even customize with drag and drop. How thoughtful.
Now let's talk rewards, shall we? By clearing a phase of Apocalyptic Shadow, Trailblazers can earn a maximum of 720 stellar jades.
720.
Надо ей хотя бы арты
You might
прокачать,
want to take
наверное,
another look at
для
our
начала.
agreement, Albert.
Ты хорош, слушай.
The maximum
Да, было
number
бы
of stellar
славно.
jades awarded in each phase of the Forgotten Hall. Pure fiction and apocalyptic shadow permanent challenges is increasing from 720 to 800. And the budgetary increase will be funded through Gilbert's salary?
А ресурсов на прокачку
You!
как не было, так и нету.
It's like I said,
Когда, потому что
making
я
a
всё
deal
ещё
with
трачу.
Jade is a risky proposition.
А, кис так мало в мире, чё, серьезно?
Well then, following
Мало
this
птичек.
Она
change,
повысит эти
Trailblazers can
награды.
now obtain a total of 2,400
Вообще
stellar
ноль, блядь, как
jades
будто.
through the permanent challenges in each version.
Знаешь, сколько лет
Then
не
why do I
кормят
hear
это
quiet weeping?
I don't think Owlbird's seeing the bright side.
Keep it together, Albert. Now, in the upcoming version, the origami birds also venture into the Radiant Feldspar. Bring with them a little game. Here's hoping Trailblazers can help to test it out.
An arcade game? Huh, let me give Silverwolf a call.
These origami
PvP?
birds are very endearing. But
Чё?
why do I have a sense of deja vu?
Кирилл сразу такой, чё?
This
Да,
arcade
PvP
game.
можно кому-то бить.
Trailblazers need to cause elimination within a specified
Ah,
number of
в натуре.
steps in order to increase the bird's
Чё, в
combat
натуре
power.
тут 3, подожди,
Before the end of every turn,
Посмотри.
corresponding damage is calculated according to the difference in combat values.
Фу.
When your opponent's HP returns to zero,
Нет, я
like
не
my
хочу.
bank account, victory
Ненавижу
is
триллер.
sealed.
This gameplay.
Could it really be?
Ну чё, пацаны, один-один?
Legendary. I
Ребят,
never
сказала,
thought the
опять
day would
везение
come when
рандом.
I could
Боже,
play
как
match
ненавижу
3 on a
везение.
Penaconian
Как я ненавижу
airship.
это словосочетание везение и рандом.
In the
Да.
Origami Bird class
Это
event,
одно и то же.
Trailblazers can also do battle freely with friends from across the universe.
Can I fight Silverwolf?
Of course! Be they old buddies or gaming acquaintances, all can connect and play. Get tested.
А, ну 6 человек может быть в потере.
The next
Oh,
event
боже.
is called Stellar
6
Shimmer.
PvP-шеров.
Does that name ring any bells for anyone?
Станции.
Stellar flare. Is this the sequel?
You're a sharp one, Miss Acheron. Stellar Shimmer brings with it lots of
Та
brand new
самая
challenge
мама,
mechanisms
другу
and trial
которого
character
в ряд
lineups.
тысяч
Catering your team to
условий.
suit the mechanisms is the key to
Беспомощные
victory.
ребята.
These mechanisms. Care to divulge a little more?
Well, for example, in certain stages, breaking an enemy's weakness can grant you an extra action. In other stages, characters enjoy unlimited revivals and can regenerate 50% of their energy.
Does that mean Trailblazers can try doing away with survivability units and focus purely on damage output lineups?
Да, как бы уже завтра
Defeat
8.
as many waves of enemies as possible in a set number of cycles to complete the challenge and obtain rewards. Whew! That's it for events. Time we took another breather. Don't go anywhere. More fascinating updates on version 2.3 are right around the corner.
Чё, еще ты будешь везде? Игорь, ты пожалуйста, что у тебя не слышно?
Welcome back, viewers! First up, it's the return of a nail-biting and thrilling tradition.
Gift of Odyssey. Check in for 10 free warps. The
Ну,
usual.
естественно.
There's also version 2.3's double events. Our good friends Planar Fisher and Realm of the Strange.
Double planar ornaments and materials? What's not to love?
Also in this version are the newly added cavern relics, Iron Cavalry against the Scourge, and the wind-soaring Valorous.
Trailblazers can head for the Cavern of Corrosion, Path of Cavalier challenge to obtain them.
Подожди, еще один бонус атаки бросать на Цинюаня.
And let's not forget the new Path of Erudition trace materials that'll be added to the brand new Calyxes, rough sketch, dynamic outlining, and exquisite colored dress.
Естественно.
For Trailblazers who wish to level up traces for me, these materials are indispensable.
So many updates! Man, I can't wait for this version to drop. And we're at the end of the version 2.3 special program. And it's about time we bade farewell to this white knight. Thanks again for everyone's support and viewership.
I eagerly await the version 2.3 story. Here's hoping the Penacony discussions make for smooth sailing. Please, Trailblazers, do support the work of the IPC.
I'm looking forward to the brand new Divergent universe, not to mention all those brilliant events. Don't forget to try them out.
In that case, see you in the next stream, Trailblazers. I'll be waiting for you at the usual spot.
Bye!
Arrivederci.
Ciao.
The heck is written in this thing anyway? That's it. That's it. I've had it. What am I? A god? Joke to them? Getting me to read out their names. They're too afraid to read out for themselves. And not to mention the bullying. All these years working my tail for this off for the RPC, and even the audience thinks I'm an intern. And now they're using my salary to fund the stellar change budget for the new event.
Идите в дурку сову.
The audacity! You two, get out here.
Здесь сестра.
Ha! Till that to Sunday. Now listen up. The 3 years are up. I quit. If you didn't know already, I got an offer from the CN Joe to host the war dance. Albert's about to become a big-time sports anchor. You can get that on your knees and beg for all I care. It won't make any difference. What?
Ну, вообще-то...
You... Huh?
Еще раз сдох.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most important event in the Cienjo calendar, the War Dance. The opening session is right around the corner. Here, you will witness members from all Cienjo delegations vying for supremacy in the Luminary Combat Arts Ceremony. First up, put your hands together for the Cienjo Yaoqing delegation. Fierce and swift is Fei Xiao, the Merlin's Claw. And by his side, he doesn't drink plain soup and has no time for coriander. It's the celebrated medicinal chef, Jiao Cho. What the heck did I just read? Up next, he's cold and silent as a hunting shadow. The crow-feathered weirdo, Mota! And following close behind him is the Xianzhou Juming delegation. Strong and righteous is Huayan, the Flaming Heart. And now, he strikes while the iron is hot and forages while the flames are bright. It's one of the Flame Will Octet, Yunli! These are some wordy intros. And finally, the official host delegation has arrived. Let's hear it for the Xianzhou Lao Fu. Please welcome, having suddenly returned home for the victory lap, is the new Alchemy Commission Cauldron Master, Ling Sha, as well as an exceptionally gifted and legendary new sword master, who shall remain anonymous for the time being. No wonder they needed me for this gig.
Что произошло? Вот теперь нас послали. Итак.
Просто туалета нахуй заанонсили.
Итак, что нам известно из событий?
Летом выйдет, блять, 3 персонажа. И еще на сентябрь кого-то оставили.
Еще новая вселенная, пацаны. Разве не скажем? Молодец. Иди